Sometimes I do sunglasses over a baseball cap, and I feel like a boy in a fraternity. Not a good look.
A nice tension headache.
Yeah.
Midday.
Oh my God. Literally. All of a sudden, there's this pressure. Hi, this is One to Watch Chef's Choice. I'm Abby Kenna, and today I'm joined by Jake Minch.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good.
You're slightly jet lagged.
Yes, I am.
Which is allowed.
Thank you.
Holding space for jet lag in the Ones to Watch office.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about being back in LA right now?
It's nice because the whole album is like about not liking it here, so it's like a little bit like hanging out with an ex.
Yeah, you're like allowed to be a little sassy about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the guy who's like, ugh.
Ugh.
Yeah, no, but me and my manager went on a hike, and that was really nice because I've been in New York, so
yeah,
like to be above sea level.
That is a nice thing.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily associate LA with nature, but then comparing it to living in New York would be,
for sure.
Brutal.
Also, it's nice that it's like accessible. We watched 3 coyotes just kind of like hang out by a car.
Aww.
Yeah.
Hang out, like stalk a car. Like wait for people to exit the car.
It's kind of, yeah, me and we just kind of like held space, I guess.
Again, a group of friends of coyotes. I really love that. Like,
yeah.
Okay, that sounds like a great start to this trip. Like moving back.
Thank you. Yeah. Maybe.
Well, up to you, dude.
Yeah, no, actually,
do your thing.
I'm gonna stay out of here for as long as possible.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. It's on the back of my mind all the time. But
yeah.
Alas. Well, I'm excited that you're here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. We're going to go through a little 3-course meal of your music.
Good.
So to start, I'd love to know if listeners have never heard your music before, what is the appetizer to you?
I would start with Nostalgia Act.
Okay.
Every time that I'm back here, it's smaller. Every run's like a victory lap. Tell me all of the concerts you've seen. Nostalgia Act.
First song on the album. I usually don't do songs with drums, like at all. Like, I don't think I listened to a song with drums until I was like 19.
Oh.
Yeah. I was very like Steamroller by Phoebe Bridgers, and then like the one acoustic song on every folk album, or like the Abbott Brothers.
Yeah.
I'm Loving You. Yeah, it's like, see if you can get into like something a little bit weird, and then I like how it's like a very nice song, and then all of a sudden I say something weird, and then it's over. It's a good intro to me.
That is a little bit of a theme on the album.
Yeah,
it's
making
like,
it weird.
Yeah, we're reflecting. Oh, that was a different reflection.
Yeah.
But I appreciate the vulnerability of it. I like the weird drums. That's a good take on it. How did you avoid listening to drums? Was that just like you just didn't like that?
I was just super picky and like blindsided by Bon Iver exists, and like Carole King's like some songs on Tapestry, the sad ones. And I was very much like I'm okay with 3 good songs and nothing else.
And that is all I will listen to.
Never. Yeah.
I get that. I was kind of a guitar hater for most of my life. So
what was your
piano? I was like, I'll only listen to Ben Folds. That's it. I got over it.
I respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm gone away from that dark side.
Okay.
But tell me about Nostalgia Act and why, like, contextually and like lyrically, why that's a good intro to you too.
I think I wrote it in a way that like was kind of intentional and I'm proud of, and that makes it feel like I'm like putting my best foot forward. It's like going in for a hug instead of a handshake.
Yeah.
Kind of like, let's do it right. There are some songs, most of my discography that is out has like spilled out and like happened in like a 10-minute or like 20-minute, like I'm really upset about something, I need to say it.
Yeah.
But this one, I just gotten back from LA, or just gotten back to LA from a trip home. And I did like my rounds of seeing people, and it was like the first time where like someone said something and I was like, oh, that's clever, I'm gonna write that down. And then I did that a bunch while I was at home, and then just compiled them, and then that was the song.
Oh, okay. Is the nostalgia act like being home and sort of seeing all of those people? Is
kind of
okay?
That one I was with someone, and we were talking about like jumping the barricade at Fish because we didn't want to pay for floor tickets.
For sure.
And it was just like a perfect little, like metaphor or whatever.
A moment.
Yeah.
Was that one of the trips that sort of like made you feel like you could leave LA and like go back home?
No, honestly, I didn't think about going back home until like I like just couldn't be in LA.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah, it was just like the thing that like everyone tells you when you start music is like you don't have to be in LA, but you have
you do.
to. Yeah. And so I was just like doing that here. But it was nice because I like getting to go home and like take a beat and realize that like I just like didn't have the time to like organize, and then once stuff was in order, then I was able to recognize like I didn't really have the resources at the time to enjoy LA the way I did.
Yeah.
So
that makes sense. I feel like a lot of us start music because we have like all of these ideas that are brewing in this creative energy we want to put into something, and then LA makes it this business, and all of a sudden that is where the energy goes rather than like the creative energy funneled somewhere. Yeah, so I feel like getting away is a really good way to sort of like step back and be able to like write again and like actually look at your life and be like, this is what I want to say about these things.
Yeah, and naturally I have like, what's that quote that's like, inside you there's like a human and then there's like
there's two wolves inside of you?
No. But yes, no, there's like a gorilla, and then or there's like a person, and then there's like a monster that wants to kill the or like stop the person from being a.
I love whatever this is, and I have never heard it before.
Okay. I'm not going to be able to like do it. I love hearing something like once in passing and being like, oh, that's biblical.
Yes. Yeah. There's a person inside of you, and there's another person
whose
doesn't want
sole goal is to like ruin your life.
Okay, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so I just had a lot of fun like letting that guy wins a lot.
Yeah.
And so like I just like having vices, like a billion of them. And like, so any opportunity to like give love that like, it like feels like work, but then it was 2 years later and I had nothing to show. The other day I was re-listening to like the voice memos of songs that before I met my producer, Tony, we did a session kind of hang out with my manager and my A&R, and we sat in my manager's house and I played them voice memos, and everyone was like, maybe for all of the songs.
Right.
And so it was fun to listen back to those and be like, ooh, yeah, these are not.
That's not it.
This is 2 years of living in LA.
Yeah, I think it's really real to recognize that you had to get out of something in order to, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like LA is the solution for everyone, quote unquote solution, and it's just not for everyone. So it is the harder thing to leave.
Yeah.
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 Well, that's a really good place to start.
Thank you.
And diving into George. George is your name.
Yes.
Okay. Legally, which I learned officially as you were signing into the Live Nation desk, and you said, not Jake, but George.
George, yes.
Why did you decide to name the album George?
Surely because the idea of posting on Instagram with the caption, my technically self-titled album, George.
Love.
Yeah. We had some like fun concepts for titles. Meeting my producer introduced me to like the idea that music should be funny, or like art should be enjoyable to consume. So I definitely spent some time trying to like come up with some funny ones. Like it was gonna be Mean on Purpose.
Okay.
For a little bit, but then every time I'd sit down with someone and be like, "What about this?" They'd be like, and so George was like the one that was this, like I pitched to my team, and they were super susceptible to it from the beginning. So once I got weird, then everyone was fine going back to George.
Okay. Once I got weird. Well, what is a song that you feel represents the album the best, like as our main course? I like that you've been looking to your friends.
I know, but then they distract me.
Well, yes.
I keep staring at Kevin Atwater,
who was genuinely the nicest person I've ever met.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
He's such like a big brother.
I love that.
I love calling him and being like, Kevin, do you think I'm a bad person for like this? And he's like, no, Jake.
No, Jake, you're having a moment.
He's like, I don't agree, but you're not bad. I'm gonna say on that topic, the song of the day is UNICEF.
Okay.
Predetermined weakness you didn't know was there. You weren't mean on purpose. You were scared.
That is the main meal.
Why?
Because I think I was going to say Fingers and Clothes, but UNICEF I can make the same argument for. The lyrics are like witty, I feel like, but there's substance too. And it was the first time that like the process of writing that song was really fun because I did a session with a girl named Sarah Aarons. And so she is like a co-writer on the album, but she like maybe pitched like she helped fix one lyric.
Love. Really,
the co-writing session was me being like, I hear something that's happening at home that I have to deal with. And she was like, wait, give me more context. I think we grew up in similar situations. And then we just like rinsed the faucet, and then because of that she was like, I'm gonna go like take a call, I think, or like she just like was on her phone, and I was like, I'm gonna mumble into a voice memo for a little bit, and then at her piano the song just like totally like spilled out, and it was really nice. I when I wrote it I was like, this is awesome, and then it was time to record it, and I was like, I don't think I believe this anymore, because the whole thing is like radical forgiveness, and you just like, that sucks, but like you were a kid.
Yeah, can't be mad at yourself.
And so yeah, it's really nice, but then there's also like sleeping in the same bed thinking you could like it, trying again and again and again. It makes me laugh every time because I think about how many times like you ever do that where you're like, I'm probably asexual.
Literally, as someone who was straight for so many years, I was like, everyone just like hates their boyfriend, right? Like they just don't want to live in the same house as their boyfriend.
Yeah, no, I was trying to decide how vulnerable I wanted to be, but not that vulnerable.
As much as you want.
I think post writing it, that line, it's fun to like, instead of being like nose to the problem, which is like where like a lot of this is like letting a song take shape,
take shape again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every time you listen is sweet.
Yeah, it can mean something different every time.
But like the bones are the same.
Totally. I love when a co-writer like doesn't necessarily like contribute the lyrics, but is more so like the therapist that makes you realize what you feel about something. Which is so important. So thank you, Sarah.
Shout out Sarah Aarons.
You made the entire album with Tony Berg?
Yes.
And then like some Andy Seltzer, right?
Making this album, like I'd done co-writes, and like there were a couple songs we brought in like UNICEF, and most of the album was officially set in motion and like finalized when I met Tony in June of last year.
Okay.
We did a month of hanging out and me coming in with a song and him being like, that is really bad.
Not that one.
Not that. Jake, there goes 4 minutes of my life.
Was that...
Jake, I'm 70 and I'm never going to get those 4 minutes back.
I told her that I wouldn't share this story, but this morning I was telling my girlfriend about this interview, and I was like, yeah, like he did the album with Tony Berg, and she said, Renee Rapp's girlfriend. And I was like, Tober.
Dude.
Not that one.
That's fucking awesome.
I was like, yes, Jake did the whole album with Tober.
Please. Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
Singer of hit song Drain Me.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, great.
Tony Berg.
Yeah, so he basically what happened is like he didn't know if he was gonna work on the album because he's got like Bruce Hornsby at his door.
Sure.
And he was like, let's do a month of like working together and see.
Yeah.
And then after the month, he was like, I think. So then I took the work that we'd done together and I sat down with Mason Stoops and I think I spent like 2 weeks at his house, and I was like, we tweaked some of the songs. We wrote like second verses and just really like I got to experience sitting down with a musician and just like jamming on the songs and letting a 6-minute song be like just like float.
Yeah.
Like I did an interview with this guy named Noah, and he was like, it's got some of these songs have a Kurt Weill vibe, and I was like, absolutely not. But but like I get just like letting like like first I was existing in like a space instead of trying to be like verse, chorus, verse.
Yes.
Chorus, verse, bridge, whatever.
It's a really hard thing to do by yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also having just like a solid bodied adult.
Yeah.
As someone who like didn't really have those growing up, like it was so formative to have someone. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm very grateful for those 2 weeks we spent together. And yeah.
Yeah, it's very intimidating and also a great learning experience to have someone like tell you something is bad or like also be really secure in their own opinion.
Yeah.
But it's also like what you need sometimes.
Yeah. I remember playing Say Uncle for him and being like, maybe not that one. And we laughed about it. And then, yeah, obviously Tony was like, that's the hit. Like, that's the lead single. We got to scare him. But yeah, it was really cool to look up to someone and have him be like, this is great, but I'm going to laugh at you for this funny idea. It's
such a comfortable environment to be able to just like fail and not have it change someone's perception of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Also, was Say Uncle going to be your third track? Because if not, I'll talk about it now.
No. Let's talk about Say Uncle.
Okay, because that one is so different than the others.
Yeah.
Like you said, you don't want drums.
Yeah. That song is all drums.
All drums.
Yeah, no, that was there was a time during the Tony sessions where I just got really frustrated, and I was like, fuck it, you want a song, like I'm gonna. And then that one I did really fast and then was like nervous. He also would sometimes work at Sound City, and then other times I'd be in his house, and his house is very like it's this beautiful house in like the hills with his wife Carrie there, and so to like go into the house and be like, I was like, oh my god, like don't. So
and he loved it,
and he did. We had a great time. There are a couple tracks on the album that are just like an exercise in trust, which is Say Uncle was like a Tony, trust me, let's have fun, like stop white knuckling the steering wheel, and And then Dad's Song is a trust exercise with my A&R.
Okay. I love that. Mm-hmm. And they both made the album.
They did.
So if Kurt Weill is not an inspiration to you, what were some of your like sonic like North Stars for the album?
I think it's like, I mean, Connor Oberst is like always going to be the guy.
Always.
But I like don't have Connor Oberst's or I'm working on it. I hadn't finished a book until March of this year.
That's okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, no, it wasn't, which is why I changed it.
Yes.
But I just like was super into Connor Oberst. I always have been, but just without his like span of vocabulary or like reference. Mm-hmm. I just really liked how like mad, but in like a way that like upset enough that it put him in motion and it made it feel worth it. And so that like I, especially when I was like piecing it together, was I'd picked up running because I was sober last summer. And so I would just listen to I'm Wide Awake It's Morning, which is like, I'm going to say is his best album because he was still like trying to save the world a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was listening to that. I was listening to the Phantom Planet album Raise the Dead.
Yes.
And then also the Live at the Bootleg album.
Okay.
Obviously, like Phoebe Bridgers is the goat.
The goat.
Yeah. Do you have like a like who's your Mount Rushmore of
my Mount
of artists?
Oh boy, that's crazy to ask. That's crazy to ask. I feel like Medium Build's perspective on everything kind of cool. Yeah. I always go back to I made fun of it, but Ben Folds is like the reason I started writing music.
Really?
And I felt very inspired. Also Fiona Apple. Actually, that's my final answer.
Mount Rushmore has 4.
Oh, fuck. I've never been. Shit. I'll find a 4th one somewhere. I listened to a lot of pop punk growing up.
Sweet.
Courtesy of my Jersey mother who's ripped. she's a scary like trifecta of being. But yeah, Fiona Apple's ability to be like very like the ugly vocabulary put on a really beautiful melody. Mm-hmm. I love that. Yeah. Cool. That's mine. I'll come up with a 4th eventually.
Cool. Yeah.
That's your Mount Rushmore is those 4 albums?
No. But
no.
No, but as you were answering, I was like, I don't think I could do mine like in like carved in stone and it's like that for the rest of my life.
Yeah, it shifts.
I don't yeah. But Phoebe is obviously like consistently on that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's anyone else like notable at that time, but I really don't. I think it was just like I was really trying to like put the train back on tracks and I needed like upbeat songs. I actually did do my fair share of Chapel Run, but that doesn't that's embarrassing to yeah.
That's not embarrassing.
No, but like no part of the album reflects that.
That's okay.
Thank you.
It doesn't have to.
Thanks.
It's in spirit.
Yeah, sometimes I just want to think about straightening my hair.
Yeah. Yes, you should try it.
Yeah.
Well, for our 3rd and final track, I love to hear about like a personal favorite or a cherry on top.
My heart track is Always Twice.
Okay.
That one is like, yeah, I've kind of felt like iffy about all of the songs, not in like a way that I don't think they're great, but like in like a what the fuck is music kind of way.
Sure.
And then Twice plays and I'm like, oh, that's music. Like,
that's amazing.
Yeah, that one was such a nice. Me and my ex broke up and then we went camping together, and it was one of the coolest things I've ever done because we just spent like a weekend, like remembering stuff and getting to share it, and like my like guilt cloud is so bad naturally that to like have someone like hold my hand and just be like it's okay
was
really like formative.
Yeah. I mean, when you're going through that, I feel like the person you want to hold your hand, like, is like, that's the only person you need the validation from.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
and to have like friends do the thing where they're like, they suck. Like, and you're like, no,
it's not like that.
Yeah.
Did you already have the camping trip scheduled, or?
It was a 1 year anniversary trip.
Brutal.
Yeah.
I kind of thought it was like, we broke up, like, let's go camping.
I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna date and then break up and then be like, Cabo?
Big Bear? Where should we go?
Yeah.
Well, I do think that is a beautiful ending to the album, and it rounds out very nicely.
Thank you.
So I have 3 final questions for you.
Hit me.
I'm sure you know them already because you've been briefed on this.
But yes.
If your music were a candle, what would it smell like?
Not good.
Nice.
This one, like, I would say, like, kitchen with dirty dishes in the sink.
Yeah.
And also, like, the faint smell of a cigarette. And, like, it's, like really strong. And it's, like, the room kind of almost feels damp.
Yeah.
Because it's, like, one of those candles.
This is one of those candles.
The candles that make the room damp.
Well, yeah, those wet candles. I'm picturing that it's also like morning and it's like kind of nice, but it also smells bad.
Yeah. It is. And like, yeah. No, we got it.
Yes, good. I'd also love to know what your favorite sound is right now. A live sound.
Wait, Charlotte, can you hand me my phone?
We have an example.
Well, it's in my backpack. Oh, sorry. The front pocket of my backpack. The one before it, or the one.
Smallest.
No. The pocket, like there's the one. Yeah, just hand me my backpack.
What book are you reading right now? I see a book.
Oh, I'm totally leaning into Brooklyn, like I'm letting myself spend a summer being corny about it.
Okay. You're reading The Bell Jar.
Okay. Well, Just Kids by Patti Smith.
That's been on my bookshelf and I haven't started it.
Well, I'll let you know how it goes. I picked up, like, I wanted to make like a side project and not tell anyone about it.
Yeah.
And so I started recording 2 minutes from like miscellaneous places.
Love.
My most recent one is not a great example, but can I play it?
Yeah, please.
We went to the 4th of July hot dog eating contest in Coney Island. So there's this guy saying fucking crazy shit.
This is awesome.
About a quote from this that I don't think I got in it. The guy talking about Joey Chestnut, like a professional hot dog eater, it was like,
of course,
shy of a god, but more than a man.
Write that down.
No, I did. It's in my idea note. Alongside, he has God's username and password, and he does with it as he pleases.
Oh my God.
And I thought that was incredible. And current, most recent favorite sound is.
You sound so proud of him.
Yeah, no, honestly,
That is not possible.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's really good.
Thank you. And
I'm excited for
they're
this.
like, here, wait, I'll list off a couple more because I am proud of this side project.
Yeah, please.
There's a couple getting a divorce in a coffee shop.
Oh my God.
It's really intense. Like
Wow.
I was recording it and I was like, I should.
This is like invasive.
Yeah, it's a super. I won't show that one off. There's there's the train station in Bridgeport has this like cafe that for some reason nobody goes in, and these 2 women will like go back and forth in Spanish, and I don't know Spanish, but the way that they use their voices makes me like feel like I'm like part of the group.
Yeah.
Like you're like in the room with 2 people like really ripping great jokes.
Yes.
That was happening. There's this one's kind of music.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah, it was just a busker doing that for like a really long time. But those are...
That's so nice.
Yeah.
That's like those, you see the people on TikTok do like a purple walk where they like walk and look for everything purple.
Yeah.
You're like looking for your little sounds.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
It's mindful.
It is. Yeah. I have learned that like my, you ever start a sentence and your like voice is like, corny.
You have to finish.
Yeah, I know. Even if I like wasn't a musician, like my like primary sound, like my primary sense would be sound.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's like the way that it's like your love language, except love sense.
Yes, yeah.
That was even
No,
worse. That was really, really bad.
And now I want to know yours.
Oh, I think probably like what would words be? Is that like...
That'd be sound.
That's sound.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like I'm like a big reader and I just like I have like a Pinterest board of like 3,000 like excerpts from just like books
like
and
not,
shit.
Oh, maybe that would be...
I don't know.
That's a pretty cool...
Thanks.
I'll workshop the concept.
Yeah.
Words,
add a sense in.
the sixth sense.
Yes. I don't know why I thought you were wrong. I was going to say note the seventh. So my bad.
That one movie added a sense.
Well, my final question for you is who your ones to watch are.
I feel like you've got most of them covered.
Yay.
I also want to talk about the artists that I'm excited about as well. It's really, I don't know if I said it on camera. If you like ever, person at home wants to know who my friends are, this is really.
It's this wall.
Like after this, I'm going to send 30 text messages. Be like, hey, saw you. It's like.
Saw you.
Like people go to like Kilby Court and just like everyone's.
Their names on the wall.
Yeah. If nothing else, I'm an advanced bass fan.
Okay.
He is like the guy.
That's cool.
I think there's no one doing it like him. There's a guy named Kitchen.
Okay, I'm not familiar.
Kitchen is awesome.
Nice.
Kitchen put out an album this year that, do you know how like there are aesthetics artists and there are someone with something to say artists?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know necessarily if he always bridges the gap. Like sometimes it felt like he's got an album called Breath Too Long that is an aesthetics album, but then this one, I think he started like he did the substance.
Yeah.
Like the movie.
He did. Wrote that.
Yeah.
That's a hard thing to do.
Yeah, but it's, and I adore both. And most of the time when people are aesthetics, I tune out so bad. Like
yeah.
I make it a point that I'm turning my head,
right.
You know? And then I think 2 years from now, Truman Sinclair will be, he'll be huge.
He's up there.
No, I know. I saw him. I listened to his. Look at him. I want to. Hello.
The nicest boy and maybe one of the most intelligent people I've ever talked to. Yeah.
Anytime we hang out, I walk away with artists that I'm going to listen to for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Also, while we talk about this, Alex Page, I adore.
Yes.
Also, Alex Page World Takeover.
Please, God.
I'm convinced. Yeah.
Amazing.
Sweet.
So, well, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Congrats on George.
Thank you.
And your name. Yep.
Congrats to me on me.
Well, once again, this is Ones to Watch Chef's Choice. I'm Abby Kenna. This is Jake Minch. Listen to George.
Sweet.
Go to his shows.
Yes.